26 weeks have come and passed, and the iRacing Season 3 build is live, featuring a completely overhauled NASCAR Next Gen vehicle. However, as per usual, I didn't want to speak conjecture, I wanted data. So I took the Next Gen to 3 tracks, 3 driving styles, completing 30 laps at each and taking 12 measurements along the way, comparing those measurements to another 30-lap stint on the new build. Here's what you need to know. Starting with the most crucial, the intermediates. I chose Las Vegas for its genericism. It's not normally a compliment, but when comparing build to build, it provides an excellent testbed. The first immediate impression is an overall increase in pace potential, seeing a 1.6% decrease in lap time and a corresponding 1.6% increase in hot lap top speed. Without making too many assumptions, I'd say that almost all of the increase in top speed can be attributed to the mid-corner speed increase and not to a decrease in drag. Now looking at the most crucial values, the tires. Across the board, the car wore its tires more, all the while simultaneously heating those tires less, all manifesting itself in a 2.9% increase in the experienced falloff. One thing to take heed of though was how that falloff distributed itself, seeing over 70% of that falloff within 7 laps. The car largely plateaued over the next 23 laps, seeing only an additional 0.4 of falloff after lap 7. We can witness some of the interesting effects this plateau had in average lap time. This new build seeing a 0.8% faster average lap, despite the increased end of stint falloff. Let's pay attention to this value and see if anything stands out the other venues. The Monster Mile, a car eater and a tire shredder. This mile-long track will help evaluate this car's cornering potential and showcase what these virtual Goodyears are made of. Recapping the basic values, this new build saw a 0.7% decrease in hot lap and a 3.55% increase in top speed. This would tend to indicate that this car is less drag than its pre-build counterpart. However, it's more likely that the increase in top speed is associated with what lap I hit those hot laps on. On the old build, I hit my fastest lap at Dover on lap 3, at Vegas on lap 4, and at the final venue on lap 6. For all stints, I run the top of 3 and 4 on my warm-up lap, thus giving lap 1 a boost to top speed. And maybe it's worth re-evaluating which lap I take my top speed measurement for in future videos. Now let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Looking at the tires, we see a carbon copy of what we saw at Vegas. More wear and less heat. Interestingly though, a substantial 31.7% decrease in experienced falloff. Looking at our plateau and its effects, the average lap time was only 0.4% slower. In the end, a significant boost to lap 30 pace just couldn't make up for a catastrophically slower opening 15 laps. Finally, a flat short track, working the brakes and putting the left rear's grip potential to the test. Welcome to Martinsville. The paperclip saw the largest increase in lap time build to build, jumping an entire 1.8%. Now, most of this pace increase came on corner exit, as new build's increase to the left rear tire grip had its coming out party, allowing me to smash the throttle pedal down on exit and let her eat. Interestingly enough, when diving into our tires, we see our first deviation, with the left rear actually being 6.2% hotter than pre-build. This backs up the feeling from within the cockpit. For the first time I can remember on iRacing, the left rear is contributing significantly to overall lap time. Finally, taking a look at average lap time and fall off, we see much of what we saw at Vegas, an improvement to the average speed, but an increase in total experienced fall off. Averaging everything together, the significant shift in tire wear and heat becomes clear, with the standouts being a 17% increase to right front wear and 11.4% decrease in right rear temperatures. These softer, if you will, tires gave a boost to initial hot lap potential, and they shifted the overall fall-off dynamic significantly. We saw an average decrease in fall-off of 8%, however that was largely the result of better handling at Dover. Removing it from the data set, we actually saw a 2.6% increase in fall-off at the other two venues. Average lap time stays largely similar, seeing only a 0.5% increase in pace. If you weren't a fan of this car's behavior on corner exit or a general feeling post-lap 20, I think this new build will suit you. The increase in wear leads to interesting plateaus that seem significantly less sensitive to heat spikes than previously. We'll need some time to witness this car's meta emerge, but I'll be curious how this rather large shift in tire construction affects the racecraft. If you're looking for some general tips, what I recommend out of the gate is to be careful on your opening 5 laps and then prioritize track position over tire conservation. This advice could be proven wildly incorrect with time, but that's the beauty of the new. As DW would say, what you don't know, you don't know. Good luck in your future races, folks. I'll see you another time.